We're starting a new episode now. It's called A Bum's Life. Or you're following a bum as he travels the streets. Which is what bums do. Up at night, sometimes they're stopped and relaxed and underneath a tree somewhere in the woods or in a cardboard box, wherever they can find a home. Unfortunately for me, I'm a former homeless person who actually does have a home. So I'm thankful for Christ and God for giving me a home. Even though I'm 3.5 months behind on rent and I owe like $1,000 to my landlord. So I'm just praying every day that soon I'll get a job, if I can pay him off, or whatever comes up next. It's kind of hard, but that's what a bum is all about, life. You try to survive how you can and however you can. You try to make the most of it in life. I thought it'd take me a little bit longer to get over here, at least an hour or so. I guess because of the long legs that I have, it's only taking me almost 45 minutes to get over here. I wonder where these cars are going, what they're up to, why they're out here, why they're driving at night, why they're going to a job, going to a movie theater, going to a restaurant, coming home from the theater, coming home from the restaurant, coming home from work, going to a friend's house, coming home from a friend's house. Going to a club, coming home from a club, going to a bar, coming home from a bar. Just out for a joyride. Just sold the car or the truck. Trying to get it someplace where the cops see him at night. You wonder these things. Life is something. So it's what you make of it and how you survive. It's a bum's life out here. See all kinds of things. Part about where I'm coming up to now is there's no sidewalk. You almost have to walk in the street. Which, for a person that's handicapped or on a wheelchair, I guarantee this is not a route that a wheelchair person wants to take. Because right here is where the sidewalk ends and the road begins for you to walk on. Unless you want to try to roll your wheelchair through this crap. Or at least they finally cut these bushes down that were over this trail. There used to be tree limbs and everything out here. You can't even walk through here without hitting your head with a bike. You had to actually ride your bike out on the road to get fast. But I think at least the city came by and trimmed them up, or somebody did. They got tired of hitting themselves on it. But it's still not safe for a wheelchair person. Get stuck, wheel go over the curb, and then you gotta go down through here with your wheelchair. So this is very handicapped, unaccessible for somebody who needs to get over in this side of town. They can't really do it unless they ride their wheelchair in the road. Then you gotta worry about a drunk coming up behind you in a car, which isn't right. Then you gotta figure out how to push your wheelchair up this hill, and then you gotta try to figure out how to get it up over the curb here. Of course, you can't see the curb because it's dark out now. And now, you really don't even have a sidewalk anymore to walk in. You almost have to walk on the road, which is what I'm doing right now, because there's no sidewalk to walk on. So I'm actually walking in part of the turning lane, taking chances. And then I'm taking chances of hitting my head in this branch here that's out in the road. There's no sidewalk. Another great part of the city of Tampa here, Florida, for pedestrians and bicyclists. Well, bicyclists have to be on the road. But being a pedestrian on the road is a lot more dangerous. Well, yeah, this is a corner of Bush in Florida where there's no sidewalk there. Heading westbound on Bush, coming up to Florida, on the right-hand side of the road. So if you're in a wheelchair, don't come this way, because you're going to have to be out in the middle of the road. And take your chances of getting hit. Oh, look, we got a sidewalk again, finally. Let's see if I can cross the road here without getting hit. So far, so good. Let's see if we made it. CVS Pharmacy, where they don't sell cigarettes no more, because they appreciate your help. How you doing? Just have a few returns. I couldn't find a receipt. Well, hopefully you can return it for a gift card or something or whatever. No, I don't. You don't? That's your manager? I just want to exchange it if possible. Huh? Not even exchange it for...
No, I can't. We don't do it.
Yeah, how come?
We don't do exchange.
Where's the policy?
Without the receipt. On the policy, right here.
Really? Wow. I'll have to write to the corporation then. I never heard of that.
Yeah, we don't take anything like without the receipt.
Wow.
That's the policy.
I never knew that. I'll have to write to the corporation then.
Okay.
Thank you. I've returned stuff before without a receipt, and it's kind of strange. Other store don't do it, but another store will. That's very strange. Thank you. As you can tell, they don't want to return anything without a receipt. So we'll contact the corporation and let them see this video of them not wanting to return something, for a customer. So as you can tell by CVS Pharmacy here at the corner of Bush in Florida, they don't want to frickin' return anything. So not sure if I know I didn't look like a bum, and I know I'm not a bum, and I just bought this stuff the other day here, but they still want to take it back without a receipt, which is kind of sad. It wasn't like I wanted to return it, I just wanted to exchange it for something else, but they don't want to do it. So CVS will not get my business anymore unless they exchange it, which we'll see what happens when I go to the corporation and email them and ask them about it. See, this is one thing that bums put up with in life, especially at CVS Pharmacy. They don't want to help you smoke, they want to make it where everybody stops smoking by not selling cigarettes. So, and also I remember at a CVS before, corner Kennedy and Dale Mabry, been in that store before, trying to use the bathroom. It was out of order, you can't use it, just because you're a bum, I guess. But an hour later, a veteran guy who was out collecting money for veterans on the corner went into the store. He was allowed to use the restroom, allowed to use the washroom area. Came out. I'm like, hey, you just used the bathroom in there? And he's like, yeah, why? Well, last I knew it was out of order. Well, I decided to walk into the store. Walk back there, the door was locked. I'm like, hey, you need to use the restroom. I was told it was out of order. So I walked back out. When I got home, I emailed the corporate office. Complained. It's like, how can you judge somebody by the way they look, being a bum, being somebody homeless, and disallowing them to use the restroom, which is a public right, when they got to use the restroom? Now, what, you want me to use the side of your wall on the outside of your building, or what? Well, next time I went into CVS Pharmacy, they don't keep their door locked anymore. Even though I'm not truly a bum, you know, you're allowed to go in there and use the bathroom now, and washroom in that CVS. So I'm just trying to prove a point at other locations, how they treat somebody that walks in with like a backpack or being a bum-looking person, how they treat you. You know, they treat you differently. And I'm not even dressed like a bum. You know, yeah, I have a backpack on, I have a coat on, jacket, you know, everything. But I don't look like a bum. And I guarantee I'm not a bum. Because I have a home. But yeah, I do struggle in life. And see, all I want to do is change the nuts for some regular nuts, because you got grabbed the wrong can. And the water, that water sucks, let me tell you. It's not good. I would have traded that for something else to drink. But at that CVS right there, it's corner Bush in Florida. Unless you have a receipt, you're crap out of luck. And unless if you come in there with a Lamborghini or Maserati, they don't care about you. They don't want your business. So when you walk in there with a backpack on, looking like a bum, sorry, you need a receipt. Exchange anything or get returned. You know what I should do? I should find my receipt now, which is going to be hard because I so many of them. A lot of times I just throw the crap away, or I don't even keep it half the time. I throw it in the dumpster because I'm not a hoarder. I don't like to keep junk you're not supposed to keep. It just builds up. So I wonder what would happen if I walked back in there with a receipt. I wonder how much of a difficulty it would be to return something if I had the receipt for these items now. We'll see what happens in a few days when I actually return with the receipt. Let's see what happens. Yeah? Either tomorrow or the next day I'll walk back in there and check it out. See if I have any problems with that. I'm not even looking like a bum. Maybe I'll show something that really do look like a bum next time. That's what I think I'll do. I won't shave for today. I'll wear some real stinky clothes. Trust me, I have a pair that I know I can wear. Send in my laundry bag at home. I'll put that crap on and I'll walk in back into CVS with a receipt. See if I can get asked to leave. Watch and see what happens. This is called a bum's life. What a bum puts up with every day in life. Besides his daily travels and walks on where he's going to be, where he's going to live, where he's going to eat, etc., etc. It's always hard being a bum. Nobody wants to help you. The government don't want to help you. Especially if you're a veteran bum, veteran who's homeless. The United States government don't help you. One of these days I'm going to interview Jamer, who's a retired veteran. He's a friend of mine I met back in 2011. We're going to go visit Jamer this week sometime. And we're going to put him on an episode. And We'll see how much help he gets from the government, if at all, any. And you'll see why he has to actually go out and stand in the corner with a walker just to try to make ends meet. Because the government don't really help him that well. Sad. But it's life. It's a bum's life. Not just me being a bum. There's other people out there that are bums. Males, females. There's even teenagers out here that are homeless. And there's even kids that are homeless out here. Life is very hard. It is not fun. Being homeless, being a bum's life is never easy. A bum's life is never hard. I smell something good. Gee, I wonder what it is. Oh, it smells good. For being a bum, I don't have no money to buy anything. Especially something like this, which is really sweet and tasteful, and I like a lot. Best part about these donuts from Krispy Kreme is when you get them and you ask them to put double glaze on them. Or better yet, you ask them to put triple glaze over them. Oh, that's a diabetic's worst nightmare. But anyways, they are so good, especially when the hot light is on and you get them triple glaze. Let me tell you. They're very tasty. Oh, we'll just see what the corporation says about CVS back there. And their policy of no receipt. They must have just changed that policy or something, because I've had items that I brought back before without a receipt, and they just exchanged it, or they gave me a gift card. Well, at least I got a good walk-in tonight. Even though I didn't accomplish what I wanted to. And it's only 6:45, and it looks like it's freaking midnight out here. Well, I'm not sure about you, but for me, that lady back at CVS was the manager. I guarantee I'd never have her as a manager at my location if I ever knew her. She does not make a good manager. Hey, if a customer came in my store and wanted to exchange something and refund something like that, the way her face was, the way she looked at me, etc., that's no way to treat a customer. That's no way to act towards a customer at all. Alright, now we're heading back home. Got about 4 minutes left before this episode ends. So what would be the advice and wisdom of this episode? It would probably be, make sure you keep your receipt. If you don't keep your receipt, make sure you write to the corporate office before you go to a store for an exchange. That way, if somebody emails you from the corporate office and says, hey, that's not our policy, I'm not exchanging something without a receipt, then the manager's lying. Just because of the way you look, with a backpack, or looking like you're homeless, or a bum on the street. This is a bum's life. This is what bums go through every day of their life. It's amazing when you're walking and you consider yourself a bum, and you're not really a bum, and you actually have a home. So I'm trying to prove a point with this video series. I'm trying to prove a point with this reality show about living in life as a bum. What America needs to do. America needs to open up their eyes and wake up and help a fellow human being. Help them get off the street. Help them get a life. A bum's life is not happy. It's depressing. It's very sad. And it's very disgracing. Especially for that bum. So to all the bums out there in the world, God bless you. And I pray that Jesus Christ will bring you a miracle or blessing into your life soon with the help of the government or America or somebody. I pray tonight that whoever sees this video will go out and ask a bum if they'd like to go out to eat. Ask a bum if they'd like to use your shower in your house. Invite them home with you. Buy them some new clothes. Buy them a new pair of shoes. Cook them a nice meal for once. Let them use their shower. Let them clean themselves up. Allow them to be who they are, a human, once again. Allow them to have a life. A bum's life is not special. It's not a privilege. It's very disgracing in life. You don't know what a bum's been through until you've been in their shoes. So don't look bad on a bum. Reach out. Lend a helping hand. Never give up to a bum. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on them. Help them out. Give them a hand. Up. Give them a hand up and up and up. God bless. Jesus Christ, I thank you for my life. I thank you for where I am in life. And I thank you for allowing me not to be a bum. But I just pray that I'll never be a bum again. So if I do, I know how to live. God bless, and I thank Jesus Christ for my life. And I thank you for the air that I breathe, Jesus Christ. And I thank you for every bum in America. And Lord, I just ask that the government will help them someday. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.